The biggest mistake people make when it comes to meditation is that they think they can just sit down and meditate for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. Now, experiencing meditation for about 3 to 4 years on a consistent basis, from my experience, it is the best thing to do to prepare one's mind and body for meditation, not to jump into it straight away. And here's why. If the mind and the body are not prepared for meditation, meditation can become unpleasant. And then you're like, oh, I don't like meditation, I tried that, and then you sort of just leave it and never try it again. But to prepare the body for meditation, I would recommend a range of activities such as fasting. Now you can choose whether to do intermittent fasting or fasting for a few days, combining it with yoga or physical activity, with deep breathing, deep yogic breathing, to breathe into the areas in your body where trauma or stored emotion is there. So you try to meditate, you sit down, but then you are faced with these emotions, and you don't know what to do with them, and they disturb you, so you stop the meditation. Therefore, we begin by preparing our bodies, our mind, with unique practices. So doing yoga, fasting, doing deep breathing, or even intense breathing sometimes, where you lock in the bandhas, the yogic locks. So I teach people breath work. If you're interested to learn more about the bandhas, locking and preparing the body for meditation, then you can go to my TikTok profile, find yourself a discovery call to book a call with me. I'd love to work with you. But coming back to the video, the body needs to be prepared. And there are different ways we can prepare the body. It depends on your constitution, whether your diet needs to change or whether we can add a bit of breath work to release that trauma. So there are a range of physical activities: fasting, doing yoga, walking, breath work. It all depends on where you are, what your problem is, what the physical body in you needs adjustments. So for example, if your spine is misaligned, then walking can actually be a very good preparation for meditation. So you would walk every day, 30 minutes for some time. And people don't understand that connection between the physical and the spiritual. But the physical is the preparation, physical activity of different kind, whether it is fasting or exercise or other physical practices. They prepare your body so that your body is free of distractions, free of toxins, so that your mind can just meditate. Now, when it comes to the mind, I am a firm belief that the practice of chanting out loud, and not inside your head, chanting out loud is the superior form of preparing the mind for meditation, especially if you struggle with being distracted in your mind chatter. So this is something that I learned recently, but if I would advise my previous self about meditation, I would say, forget about silent meditation, because you're in a place where your body's not healthy and your mind chatter is just all over the place. So let's begin with the simplest of all activity, that is speaking, your voice. And mantra meditation out loud is so powerful because it sits perfectly at the middle between the physical and the spiritual, you see? It sits perfectly because speaking is vibration. Physically speaking is vibration, but spiritually speaking, we also cause vibration. And it is one of the simplest of all physical action is speaking. I would argue it is even simpler than moving your hands. And the mind is very closely connected to speaking. The heart is connected to speaking. That's why the mind, the upper chakras, is connected to the mouth in terms of distance, but also to the heart, similar distance. So your tongue is the medium through which you can harmonize your energy field. So forget about all kinds of meditation. Just practice mantra meditation out loud for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. That prepares the mind for meditation. You may practice mantra meditation for 2 weeks, 30 minutes a day or to 1 hour a day. And it's easy because you can just chant. Nam yo ho renge kyo, nam yo ho renge kyo, nam yo ho renge kyo, nam yo ho renge kyo. Or any mantra that resonates with you. This mantra meditation just hammers the mind with sound. If you enjoyed this video and you want to work with me one-to-one, go to my TikTok bio. There's a pinned site link where I can meet with you one-to-one and we can see if you are a match for each other. And I can create you a holistic, customizable to you, holistic practices of how you can bring yourself to meditate with joy. You know, we don't want to meditate when we're struggling. You know, meditation should not be a struggle. So we must prepare the mind and the body before we meditate so that meditation is pleasant and joyful.